know this channel is mainly for my own creations and other games, but I learned a few hours ago that Cave Sylvia in Hollow technically has a hard mode. Something I didn't know beforehand was that opening heart presence actually increases your max HP during bosses, so if you avoid them for whatever reason you can make the game harder. Because I love this game and know almost everything about the heart, I immediately knew I needed to try this. It's a good excuse to shout this game out again. I'm only going to showcase my successful runs against the boss fights, not just to avoid dealing with YouTube shenanigans, but also because I highly encourage you to go play this game yourself. Links in the description. Anyway, fluffy holidays.
Nice.